a taste of this one, my hungry viewers? You'll want justice served up like hot chicken soup on a cold winter day.
She knows it was me, Mom.
How? Did you tell anyone about the shooting?
No, nobody except you and Dad.
Well, besides us, there's only one other person that knows
Want to know the best part? This comes from a source inside the Buchanan family.
You can't say anything about Matthew until Nora and I figure out how we're going to handle it. Now, will you do that?
If I wanted to destroy my nephew's life, don't you think I would have done it a long time ago?
Well, I don't know, Clint, because it seems these days every time I try to figure you out, you never fail to disappoint me.
I think you're forgetting something. Now, after Matthew shot Eddie Ford, he didn't call you. He called me. And I helped him. I took care of things.
My brother, the hero.
I protected him. And I didn't give him up. Even after I got arrested, I didn't give him up. Now, why do you think I did that?
Yeah, I don't want to get inside your head.
Because I love the boy. And I didn't want to see him go down for shooting Eddie. I still don't. I want Matthew safe.
No, but don't give me that, Clint. You tried to steal him. You wanted to poison him against his parents. That's not keeping him safe. That's tearing him apart.
You don't think Uncle Clint would talk to Phyllis, do you? She said the information came from inside the family.
Well, I don't know. I think that's the very question your father's asking right about now. He's trying to get Clint to keep quiet until we figure out what to do.
What are you guys gonna do, Mom?
I don't know. What do you think we should do?
I don't know what you guys should do.
My God, Matthew, what is it that you've been thinking about all of this time? Did you actually think you weren't going to have to pay?
Uncle Clint told me that if I kept my mouth shut, then you guys would drop the case and this would all just go away.
Does that sound like us?
No.
No. And you just sat there and watched us search for the killer. You watched Nate Salinger be arrested. Matthew, I prosecuted him. Oh, God, I was so convinced that he either committed the murder or he was covering for his mother.
I know.
You know. You have to answer me something right now. Were you actually going to let Nate Salinger take the rap for you?
When I first recruited Matthew to work for me, all of my motives were not exactly noble.
No, you thought you could take him away from us.
I did. I tried at first. But then the longer I worked with him and I got to know him, I got to respect him. By God, that kid is smart. And he works like a dog. He's got a great head for business. And if you and Nora get rid of these charges, Matthew will not only be working at BE, he's soon going to be running it.
Under your wing? Not going to happen.
God, then let him work for another company, whatever it is you want to do. But give the kid the chance to do what he was born to do.
Is this supposed to convince me that you care about him?
I couldn't care more about him if he were my own son.
Oh, yeah. You cared about him so much you had him do your dirty work for you. You took Matthew and you fed him full of lies. You lit the fuse. And you knew as soon as everything blew up, Eddie Ford would be dead and my son would be the one with blood on his hands.
What was Clint?
Look, when Nate got busted, I really freaked out. I mean, I knew he didn't kill his dad. So I thought everything was just going to be okay.
Oh, okay.
That he would get off.
Right. After how long in jail?
Look, Mom, I know that Nate shouldn't have had to spend one night in jail. But Uncle Clint promised me that you guys would realize that he was innocent.
Oh, my God. You know, it's amazing that your Uncle Clint had time for promises. He's been such a busy man. Do you understand that? Oh, he's been planting guns and setting up Nate and setting up Nate's mom and pitting them against each other.
I didn't know that. I just needed someone to tell me that everything was going to be okay.
You knew it wasn't going to be okay when Nate was willing to go to prison to protect his mom.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say something. Uncle Clint told me I shouldn't, but I know that you and Dad needed to know the truth. I'm telling you, Mom, I was on my way here to tell you guys. And then Inez was released.
And you still should have told us the truth anyway. Matthew, do you know your father and I could lose our jobs because of how badly we botched this investigation?
I know, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Me too. I'm sorry. God, what hurts the most is knowing how much suffering we caused innocent people.
No, that wasn't you. That was me. So if you guys have to go ahead and turn me in, I get it. You guys can't break the law, and I don't want you to have to break the law. So when Dad gets home,
What?
I'm ready to confess.
I don't think Matthew should suffer for shooting Eddie Ford. But he pulled the trigger, not me.
But you're the one to blame for it, Clint. You're the one that told him that his mother and I were cheating on each other. You blackmailed Inez into trying to seduce me. You had Eddie Ford kidnap Nora, and you made sure that Matthew knew about it. The state of mind that you had him in, of course he's going to pick up a gun. You might as well have put it in his hand yourself.
Okay. Fine. If blaming me for all of this makes it easier for you to let Matthew go, I'm all for it.
Who says I'm going to let Matthew go free?
Isn't this the time that you should forget about your freaking job and put your family first?
I took an oath, Clint, to protect the people in this city, even worthless people like Eddie Ford. And Nora and I aren't going back on everything we stand for just because you set our son up for murder.
Okay. What do you think your son wants more right now, huh? What do you think he wants right now? How well you do your job, or how well you take care of the people you love?
I'd like to think that he understands that actions have consequences.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then why don't you get Matthew, find a way to have him make it up somehow, privately.
Oh, sure, here we go. You know, one set of rules for everybody else, a private set for the Buchanans. No, I don't want to teach him that. I want him to know that there's a difference between right and wrong.
Well, you know, I'll tell you what is wrong. Taking Matthew with his whole life in front of him and locking him up. Come on. Please, for the love of God, let him go.
You don't think I want to let him go?
What's stopping you?
Knowing that if I do that, he's going to turn out just like his Uncle Clint.
I was at the motel, and I was like, I don't even know why I'm here. I don't remember driving or anything.
Okay. Do you remember picking up the gun?
No. No, not at all. It was like 1 minute Eddie Ford was saying those disgusting things about you and Dad. And then I had something in my hand. I don't even think I knew it was a gun until I heard it go off. And then he was on the floor. And there was blood. And that's when I knew. I didn't mean for anyone to die.
Yes, I'll hold.
Miss, I have to ask you something.
What is it?
Can you face it? Can you face living the rest of your life knowing that you killed a man?
You are really some role model, Clint. You tampered with Balsam's paternity test, and then you wouldn't even acknowledge him, your own son? Threw David in a Moroccan prison, left him there to rot? You had some thug kidnap Nora and almost rape her? And then you made your own daughter believe that the wrong man was the father of her son? Oh, yeah, that really gives Matthew something to look up to.
Yes, I've made mistakes.
No, you've ruined lives, and Matthew's one of them. And he will never trust you again, and I will never forgive you for what you've done to my wife and both my sons. So don't kid yourself, Clint. You're not doing time, but you will be punished.
Oh, God.
Oh, what is it? Am I getting through to you now? Finally?
Uncle Clint made it seem like what I did was okay because Eddie Ford was a bad guy.
Well,
like I got rid of him.
That wasn't your job.
No matter how bad somebody is, they're still a human being.
That's right.
He had 3 kids.
Oh, yeah, he treated them terribly, though.
I know they wanted him gone. But it wasn't up to me to make that happen.
So your best friend Matthew Buchanan...
I guess what I'm trying to say is, it's not fair for me to walk around free, knowing that I killed somebody.
He didn't set out to do that. Oh,
It doesn't matter. I can't keep making excuses. And I can't blame Uncle Clint for what I did. So I guess you and Dad should just do what you have to do.
Are you asking us to turn you in?
I won't say anything about Matthew, all right? You got what you wanted, so just go.
Your victims will get justice, Clint. Whether you like it or not. And they'll all close their hearts to you, just like you've closed what's left of yours.
Just get out.
Remember.
Nigel.
Prison isn't the answer. There has to be another way.
I wish there was, Mom, but I really don't think there is. Dad, what happened with Uncle Clint?
He's not going to say anything about what you did, Matt.
Oh, thank God.
Of course, he's not going to take any responsibility for setting you up.
Oh, well, that's typical.
He used you, son. He set this whole thing in motion, and then he just sat back and watched.
He'll get what's coming to him. Sooner or later. Clint Buchanan is going to get exactly what he deserves.
Nigel.